Hello, St. Louis. Welcome to OnSTL.com.
Today's segment is sponsored by Sterling Transportation and Limousine Service. Carl Troiola has driven Hollywood stars in Los Angeles for many years and is now here in St. Louis driving. And he's got a new phone number, Joy, 222-1700. So easy to remember.
I really wanted to call Carl and invite him to a party, but then I remember that he's never available for parties because he's taking everybody else to parties.
Yeah,
That's when he works.
Now, we spent the weekend with the International Film Festival looking at and enjoying very many screenings over the weekend.
A lot of really good films this
one
year.
that really stuck with us was CowJews and Indians.
Yes.
What a title. Mark Halberstadt, the writer, the star, and the director of this incredible documentary is with us right now.
And in all of his suitness.
CowJews and Indians. What is a cowjew?
A cowjew is a translation from a German phrase, Kuhjuden, a Jew that works in the cow trade. The Jews were barred from the guilds, from the mainstream professions in Germany and elsewhere for many, many decades. And so one of the professions that was opened to Jews was the cattle trade. So many members of my family were Oberhessische Kuhjuden, Upper Hessian cattle dealers, Upper Hessian cow Jews.
Do they have a Rosetta Stone for that?
Well, the CowJews and Indians, which has a longer title if you'd like to share that with us.
The full title of the film is CowJews and Indians, How Hitler Scared My Family, and I woke up in an Iroquois longhouse with a picture of Jesus reminding me, for the wrong reason, that I owe the Mohawks rent.
Now that's the theory. And are you often compared to like Michael Moore and your investigative thread that you went through to get to the end of that?
One of your competitors has a radio show called The Filmosophers, and the person who is on that show was in a test audience for an earlier version of the film. It's called Protecting the Film Fan from the Flim Flam, and he said that the film was Borat meets Michael Moore.
There you go. Then there it is.
And that title, that long title, actually makes sense once you see the film. Sadly, it only showed once in this film festival. Man, there's got to be a way to bring that film back. I had no idea how entertaining it would be, number one, and how serious, both at the same time. Very serious film about genocide and about the Nazis.
My parents are refugees from Nazi Germany, and skipping a few steps, I decided to reject the reparations model because we had property there that we lost to the Nazis, and I decided return the reparations in today's money so nobody gets hurt, and ask for our property back and charge the Germans back rent for living on our property. And so I go to Germany to do that. And skipping a few more steps, I realize I'm a hypocrite because here I am in Germany complaining about the property taken away from my ancestors, when in America, I'm living on and profiting from the land taken away from the ancestors of the Native Americans.
Yep.
And skipping a few more steps, coming out of transcendental meditation, would you believe, this thought comes to me. If the Germans owe me for 65 years worth of back rent, and I owe the Native Americans for 65 years worth of back rent, why don't I let the Native Americans collect directly from Germany, cut out the middleman? You're now at the 17-minute mark of the film.
You manage in a documentary that, as I said, is very entertaining to almost desecrate a picture of Jesus. You alter a picture of Jesus to make him look more Jewish, and you do it in a very funny way, and get away with that. How did you get away with that? I don't think you wanted to get away with that.
He practiced on toast first.
Well, I think that it appears as if it's a desecration of Yeshua, a.k.a. Jesus' picture, because people are so used to this picture that has a counterfeit name. His name is not Jesus. His mother would never recognize it. The Jew has been kicked out of his name. His name is Yeshua. The Jew has been kicked out of his face. They gave him the face of a European. If Yeshua were to deliver the Sermon on the Mount as that race that he is depicted as, it would be with a brogue. Consider the lilies of the field. And all of Yeshua's religious garb, his head covering, his prayer shawl, his phylacteries, sometimes called tefillin in Hebrew, all of that's been removed. So he's been de-Jewified. There's been an attack on his race, on his religion, on his language. That's 3 counts of blasphemy. So for someone to come and criticize my picture, but leave out the criticism of all the existing pictures, to people, I think it appears funny if he looks Jewish, because people can't imagine Yeshua being Jewish. So when they see him as he really is, or even a variant of what he could be, they laugh and they find that comedy bordering on desecration, when in fact what exists now is actually a desecration.
Well, congratulations on a wonderful film, and I wish you the best with it.